What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Fantasy Football Safe Space. I'm 7 o'clock, part of the Las Vegas Fantasy Football Conference, and I'm accompanied with the Warden of the South, Fantasy Football Big Guy, aka Big E. How are you doing?
Hey, when you saw the Chief sign fall last week, what did I say? I'm blessed and highly favored. We're gonna see how it finish up. Beautiful call, refs, beautiful calls. I'm loving the refs. I'm telling you that they doing their thing tonight. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I've seen better days.
Ah,
Uh,
What's up? What was
we'll
that?
talk about it later.
Yep.
On the other end, we got my other light-skinned offensive lineman. We got Brother Fox, aka Fox_R_M. How are you doing?
I'm blessed. I wish my Chiefs were blessed right now with good fucking calls. But hey, what I guarantee you, like a Raider fan, he's always talking about the past. You know, we focus on the future in this comeback in this Monday Night Football.
We got a special safe space. We got an AFC showdown with the Chiefs versus the Raiders. Brother Fox, how can the good folks take care of us?
As always, y'all can give us that HBO special. If you don't know by now, the HBO special is the Help a Brother Out special. So help some brothers out. Hit that like button, subscribe. It goes a long way. And we truly, truly appreciate each and every one of y'all.
For sure. Shout out to the Fantasy Football Network. You already know, off top.
Yes,
Shout out to the Melon app. Thank you for allowing us to do what we do so well. With that said, who hurt y'all this week?
I don't even know.
Our secret, our fourth member.
Albert.
Every time.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm gonna give him a
Hey, he part of the family at this point.
Yeah. At this point, you gang.
Hey, Albert invited to the cookout.
Gang.
Right.
Hey, look straight up. Albert, who gonna win with the Raiders? Are the Raiders gonna hold they're gonna hold the game down, or what's up? Kansas City gonna come back? Let us know.
Give us your predictions. Shot caller said, hey, playing against Josh Allen and Eckler on the same damn team. Fantasy is life. #fantasy is death. Hey, man, if you guys already don't follow this man, he's one of the realest in the game. I know this doesn't have anything to do with safe space. Follow Fantasy Football shot callers. Ben Dunna, the #1 stunner. Follow Amber, lady shot caller. They're some of the realest in the game.
No doubt.
They're not cut from the same cloth as everyone else. They're completely different breed. Salute to you. Salute to Amber. Salute to the Sandwich God. We appreciate you. And I'm sorry that you had to play against Josh Allen and Austin Eckler.
No doubt.
On the bright side, shot caller, your Jets, bro. Your Jets.
Right.
Hey,
man.
Right.
Oh, looking good.
Hey. Put up a 40 burger.
Michael Carter. Oh, J Rob. J Rob is in my list. I got J Rob in the list. Albert, don't jump the gun so fast, because I mess around and I lost out on some trades this week. I was trying to trade him off before he started getting dirt. But yeah, he didn't finish
Juju.
Yeah. Hey, you already know, family. We appreciate you.
Hey,
J Rob. Higgins got me a goose egg.
Me too. Against my man Fox. I said, man, I was gonna play yeah, we played each other twice.
We played each other in 2 leagues, and our teams play each other. Yeah.
And our teams play each other.
And our teams are playing each other right now.
He gonna probably beat me. I beat him in one. He probably gonna beat me in this one, and then our teams play, and of course the Raiders gonna win this one. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? But that's all. You know, ain't no go Chiefs tonight. Ain't no go Chiefs tonight. But I know.
I love it.
Oh, man.
Let's see.
All I gotta say is I'm a fanatic Kansas City Chief fan, and for me to be on safe space right now during Monday Night Football, this says a lot. I love y'all.
No doubt. Much love to you, bro.
I love y'all.
You know, I can't even look. I ain't even looking at it. But I said, I'm afraid to look at it, because I know how y'all get down. Y'all drop a few. Y'all drop a few D's on them. So I say, I can wait. I can wait. But yeah,
He
We
said Fox and Big E on talking terms right now.
I know.
yeah,
Oh
right
yeah.
now.
We're gonna be swole afterwards. Hey,
Hey,
we put those memes up.
that call that I don't know. I didn't know if I wanted to come on the show after that Chris Jones fumble. That shit. Oh my goodness gracious.
We
You know
They're
got
gonna be
when you say it, man.
Waller, a blue tip boy.
yeah.
Hey,
That's who
Waller,
let me down this week. Darren
Waller.
Waller. How you gonna play the first? Like I played you against my Chiefs. I knew I shouldn't have trusted a Raider. I knew I shouldn't. I put you out there. He played the first series and gets hurt. Kelsey touchdown.
Yes.
Mm.
That's what I said. Look, and that helps me too.
It
Helps me
does.
too.
It does.
I'm coming after you. I'm
No
coming after you.
loyalty in fantasy.
I know no loyalty in fantasy. Ain't that something? But I said, but long as they don't win, I'm cool with it. Let Kelsey eat and Patty gonna eat. So if them two eat, I'm all right. But let us eat too. Caught dirt though. You know he dirt. You know he dirt.
I
But
heard rumors. I heard rumors out there regarding CMC. The Buffalo Bills have reached out to the Panthers regarding CMC.
Oh,
and I heard the offer was like 2 second-round draft picks, which is great. But if he went to the Buffalo Bills, they'd win the Super Bowl easily.
Hey, if he stays upright, because
someone,
a wise man once told me that's a Renaissance
play. Yeah, absolutely.
And no doubt, and didn't Cook look like CMC when he busted that hole? I'm telling you, Cook looked like
he was playing late in the fourth quarter against guys who'll be working at Costco in 4 weeks. Come on now,
man. Come on, hey baby hands.
Come on,
baby hands. He had some tough games. He has some tough games.
The Costco All-Stars out there.
My bold prediction: hit of Brees outscoring CMC this week. Fantasy is life.
Yes, sir.
Possibility.
Hey, respect. Hey, Brees has played well. I just don't like the fact that they keep taking away his carries at the goal line. Why they keep giving Michael Carter the football?
Hey, so look, I need to throw my little dirt list and mud list out real quick.
Wait. Let's get to the rest of it. Let's get to the comments. Chat. We got 2 more right now. Why is Najee so butt? Hey, he had a Liz Frank before. It was I don't know when you drafted Beast, but it was clear that man had an injury going into the season. You knew the offensive line was poop, and you knew Mitchell Trubisky was starting the season.
Yeah.
You spent the first round on him. I mean, he was a walking red flag, a limping red flag. I'm a Steeler fan. I wasn't touching his ass. And I had a top 5 pick in all 3 of my leagues. I had the 4th pick, the 3rd pick, and the 5th pick. And I didn't want no parts of Najee Harris.
But you didn't say that about his foot, though, man. I ain't never hear you say on Safe Space about
Liz Frank.
No, we talked about it 2 weeks before the season, Big E.
Yeah, okay. I didn't hear it. But I mean, still,
it was public information. I don't got no inside source.
Look, then he got hurt.
Hey, Pro Football Craze, he's the best inside source anyway.
Hey, shout out to Craze.
Yes,
shout
sir.
out to media, man.
Yeah, no doubt about
it. Shout out to Craze Corner at Will. All 3 of them at Craze Corner.
Mm-hmm.
He's not even a 6th round pick right now. Yeah, I hear you. It hurts me, bro. You see, it hurt.
Who would you trade him for? That's what I'm saying. That's the whole thing. Who could you get for?
Trade him off name alone.
That's it.
Ken Walker, a league winner, possibly.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker. He's definitely in my list this week. People to pick up, but obviously most people have in most leagues. I think it was like 81% of leagues. He was already picked up. He's stashed on some of his bench.
Before Penny went down, I thought he would last a little bit longer, but it is what it is. And Gino got them boys balling right now.
They do.
Gino looks like the player he was in college.
Time out. Yeah. Shout out to Pete Carroll, because everybody blamed Pete Carroll and said he was holding Russell Wilson back. Sir, looks like Russell Wilson was holding back Pete Carroll.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I'll say it again. Russell Wilson cost Seattle Seahawks more Super Bowls than he won them. That defense won that first one. He cost them. Hey, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Let's get into the list.
Okay. But one thing I had to say, but I don't know. But Walker's nice, but it's like with Eckler. Everybody fell off with Eckler, and now Eckler's killing. So I mean, it's just it's a rotating cycle. Okay, my list. All right, I'm gonna go with the mud list. Mud list. James Conner. James Conner is definitely on the mud list. Stay hurt, been hurt. Najee Harris. I'm gonna throw him out there quick to you. Najee Harris. Know he's been injured. J. Rob. J. Rob definitely sometime
J-Rod.
and it will
Trash.
kill you. Yeah, it will kill you. You know what I'm saying? Darren Waller. Waller is
All season.
all season and a lot of
Mhm.
last season. I mean, there's nothing else I can say. But now I have to go to the mud list. This is they're going ahead and solidify themselves in 5 games. All right, I gotta go. Devontae Parker. Devontae Parker was in a good situation. He killed himself. Goose egg this week. Baker Mayfield. Baker, we all said it. We
Woo.
all know Baker is some trash.
Yes,
Some
sir.
trash. All right, a lot of them quarterbacks. Teddy Two Gloves. Teddy Two Gloves. He had 1 foot in the blue tent. He had 1 foot in the blue tent before he even come on the field. He didn't want it with them boys.
But now, see, when it comes to Teddy, you gotta. He passed the concussion protocol, but
Right.
apparently they're saying that with the new concussion protocol, they have somebody who reviews the tape, and they said Teddy looked like he was wobbling as he got up, and just because of that little wobble, they said he was out for the game.
Why did Will Smith make that movie? I don't know. Why did he make that concussion movie? I don't know, but he has ruined football. All right, I'm gonna go. Okay, Carson Wentz. When your coach dog you out, when your coach dog you out, that's my teammate. That's my quarterback.
For anyone who didn't see that video, Coach Ron Rivera was interviewed today by the local Washington media, and they asked him, "What is separating you guys from the other teams in the division?" He had no qualms. He didn't take a second to think about it. He said, "Quarterback." He said, "This is a quarterback-driven league, and when you don't have a quarterback, you're not able to run your play successfully." Like that is, that's taking the bus and
Seaside High's finest right there, baby.
I love it. And I got one more. He step. If I had to step, when we get some graphics that the mug can run down the screen. A-Rob, number 1 on my list. A-Rob is complete mud. I'm telling you, that dude. Y'all made me drink the Kool-Aid. I never again. Never again. 7, you did it. 7, it was you. I'm blaming you.
hey, you nobody bats 1,000.
Oh, get out of here, dog. Hey, I'll tell you, I was looking for him to turn on, and the routes are kind of fast. But even the secondary got a Cooper Cup Jr. I don't know. Oh, Stafford got a little racism, man. But Cooper Cup Jr. getting off, man. What's up with that? I'm just speaking my mind, man. Let's just talk about it. Let's talk.
So you saying Matt Stafford is a good old boy? Is what you're telling me?
I'm telling you, he had a wide shirt on. I think a proud boy.
He said Matt Stafford gonna have one of them Kanye shirts on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, Nick Bosa, he one of the good ones. Oh, what? Yeah, let me go ahead and call it out. What? One of the good ones. One of good what?
Ooh. Albert said Christian Kirk also let me down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also Trevor Lawrence, though. Trev is the Jags are who we thought they were. You know, we let them off the hook for 2 weeks, and now they back to who we thought they were.
R.I.P.
Yes, sir.
Green.
Yes,
what you got for waiver wire pickups for us, Brother Fox?
Give me 1 second here. Let me turn off this Chief game so I can pull up this waiver wire list.
I'm gonna turn off the game for y'all.
All right. So it's gonna be a quick list this week, but obviously at the number 1, if he is available in your league, sprint there right now to get him. Kenneth Walker. He's coming into an RB1 situation. He's gonna get the carries, and obviously the man showed last week breakaway speed. The fact that they run and throw the ball effectively, Seattle, like he could definitely be a mid to high level RB1, and you might have just got him off the fantasy waiver wire. Eno Benjamin from the Cardinals. Now Eno had a great week, but the Cardinals have been so hard to predict. You never know from week to week who's actually going to be productive. You know, are they going to give it to Connor? Are they going to give it to Benjamin? Are they going to give it to Williams? This week it was Benjamin. So, if they roll with the hot hand, Benjamin is a person to pick up. Now, a rookie who actually I've seen was available in almost 80% of leagues, Alec Pierce, wide receiver from the Colts. Alec Pierce averaging almost 10 targets a game. So in a PPR league, if this man just catches 6 of them, you already got 6 points, and you're on your way to wide receiver 2 numbers. Absolutely. Beyond that, Geno Smith. Geno has just been killing. At this point, it's too hard to ignore the fact that Geno.
Quote, bro. You can't say Geno and not say the quote.
Hey, you go ahead and say it.
Hey, they wrote me off, but I ain't right back.
Yes, sir. This man did not write back. He's out here trying to prove himself. He's out here trying to get a second contract, truth be told. He got that rookie money and never got a big deal. And Geno out here, he hungry. You could tell. You could tell he's hungry out there. And last but not least, this is a little kind of hidden gem, Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram was terrible with the Giants, but he's actually been averaging 8+ targets a week with the Jaguars. He seems to have a connection with Trevor Lawrence. So even, if you get over 10 points from your tight end position, other than Kelsey or Andrews, you're ecstatic. And he's been putting up some decent points in weeks that he's been getting a lot of targets.
That'd be a great fix for the Waller owners.
Exactly. Yeah. So again, my list: Walker, Benjamin, Alec Pierce, Geno Smith, and last but not least, Evan Ingram.
No doubt. Evan Ingram cut that Jerry curl off. It freed him up. It gave him a little bit more speed.
Just let your soul flow.
He got out of that dysfunction with the Giants. That's what it was.
Hey, the Giants win.
Shoot, Giants look good now.
Yeah.
True, because Saquon is finally healthy.
Yeah.
Saquon then avoided the blue tent so far.
So who killed y'all this week?
Man.
We got another one.
Let me see. Oh, yes,
sir.
Hey, he is the most overrated mud player there was. And I'm telling you, people took him high in them drafts. I mean, I was one of them. I had a 2 tight end league. I took Andrews and Schultz, and everybody was singing my praise. Oh man, I had done so well, but looks can be deceiving, my brothers.
Mm-hmm. Now Schultz could rebound later in the season if Dak actually comes back healthy. Him and Dak is the one who seemed to actually have the connection, not him and Cooper Rush. But who knows? Hell, Dak might have some competition on his hands.
That's what I'm going to do. Is Dak going to play?
What do you guys do in that situation?
I'm riding the hot hand.
Yeah, and you ride the hot hand. It's
before the trade deadline. If you can get 2 firsts for Dak, do you do it?
Nobody going to give that up. I think they might give a third up.
I would say if you can get a first and a second or a first and a third, yes. Plus his contract. He was overpaid way too much in reality for that contract. Right, so
now you're getting him off the books.
Yeah, the fact that you'd be able to get out of that contract would be huge.
A first and a second for Dak and Zeke?
No. Y'all would give a first for Dak. Y'all would think Dak is going to be worth a first? I don't believe so.
The quarterback position, it's
a quarterback position.
Like Ron Rivera said, it's a quarterback-driven league. If you ain't got one, you want one.
Hey. Denver gave up damn near 3 firsts for Russell.
And gave him 240.
Sat a whole year and got 11-game suspension, and they got 3 firsts for him.
Yes,
that
sir.
can go for at least a first and a second.
Yes, sir.
Dak was like a car.
Come on, Pat, you got all day.
I mean, who would you rather have Carr than Dak or Carr? I mean, I think Dak will. I don't know. I think they're very, very similar. I'm talking about far as not to say they do the same things, but that they're both game managers, and at the end they try to make it look better than what it is, but they always lose.
But the difference between Dak and Carr is the fact that you're paying Derek Carr, you're paying on like $120 million, right. Whereas you're paying Dak Prescott over 200. So, it's a whole different ball game when you're paying a quarterback that much money. Plus he was coming off of an injury and still got breaded. That shows you how much they needed a quarterback.
Yeah,
it's the position. I think they can get a first and a second for sure for Dak, and maybe a third for Zeke, and just get them both off the books. But
I can see the Giants. I can see if I'm the New York Giants.
No, they're not gonna do it in the division.
Unless you don't believe in them.
Ooh.
I mean,
Kind of
Hell,
like
McNabb.
How the Eagles sent McNabb to Washington.
the Giants, that Giants already got Kenny Galladay. They don't need another Kenny Galladay, man. You know what I'm saying that's what he gonna do. That dirt, man. Yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
So what team? Like the Texans?
Maybe.
Well, see here, you also got to factor into it that there are two pretty elite quarterbacks that are coming out this year in the draft.
Yes.
And you got to think like teams like the Panthers, teams like the Texans, their draft picks are going to be teams like the Steelers, their draft picks are going to be valued extremely high. So I don't think you're going to the top 5 teams, they're not going to risk being out of that running for those top tier quarterbacks. So I would say you're gonna look towards like more Juju. Sorry, I had to check out that play. So I would say like more middle tier teams. I'm trying to think who would I see in that market. Maybe Seattle if Geno starts taking a turn for the worse.
Right.
Let me think. I would have said the Jets, but they're on a win streak, so I don't think they're going to be ready to move off of Wilson.
The Titans?
Yes. Oh, well, the Titans drafted a 3rd-round draft pick, the Malik Wilson.
3rd round is not like a draft.
True.
Hey, but Willis,
the Lions.
I don't know. Golf doing all right. I mean, he played terrible this last week, but Golf, man, when he on. I can't hate on him.
The issue that you run into with the Lions is that with the Lions, they're still paying Golf some pretty hefty money, and it's like they're not going to be able to cut him unless they want to like take on a shit ton of dead cap. I want to say he has like the 2nd highest cap number this year, Jared Goff. So it's like if you cut him next year, they're going to have like $40 million in dead space. So
hey, that's why we brought you in here, bro.
Oh yeah,
yes, sir.
My man is bringing out the checkbook right here, Scrooge McDuck. You want to talk picks? You want to talk salary?
It's a business, man.
We need to get you your own show. little 30-minute little money talk segment.
Yes, sir. Come on, Pat. Come on, Kelsey.
So Albert.
Kelsey. Hey, the Chiefs are up, player.
Hey, that don't matter to me. Hey, Kelsey won. I mean, Kelsey win. I'm gonna beat
that
you.
Is true. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that.
I want you to root against yourself, brother.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I'm loving
my goodness.
Yeah, you like that, don't
it's a 9-point game between me and you now because Pat and Kelsey are eating right now.
You got a stack?
He has a stack. Yeah,
I got the stack.
Yes, Pat and Kelsey. Yeah, I have Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Waller playing tonight. Waller's already ruled out for the game.
Hate. Yeah,
the Falcons. Yeah, the Falcons absolutely.
Oh, the Falcons definitely. Yeah, I can see that. The Falcons definitely.
You get him out the division, but he's still in the conference. That would be a good one.
I'm thinking. Hey, what about the Bucks?
Nah.
Hey, after TV,
I mean, Brady gonna leave.
Nah.
Maybe in the off season, but not right now.
I know.
I can see Atlanta doing it right now.
Yeah, right now. I mean, we're talking right now. I'm just saying, Brady's last year.
Hey, Dak to Tampa. If you're the GM, I send the 1st and the 3rd.
Right. Yeah.
You have a late pick anyway.
There's no doubt about that. And the defense.
Well, hell, Dak was only a 3rd rounder, right?
Nah, Dak was a 5th.
Yeah, it was
Was he a 5th?
Yeah, he was
Hold on. I thought it was a 4th.
4th or 5th, one of the two.
Because it was Connor. Remember, my Raiders picked up Connor from Michigan State, and then 2 weeks later, it was Dak. Yeah.
Hey, Dak did his thing at Mississippi State, though. I remember watching college ball that year. He balled for sure. He had them up there. They got a whole little Under Armour deal based on the strength of Dak.
Yeah.
So salute to him, man. I know he's had some trials and tribulations, both on the field and off the field. So I wish the best for him. I would take him in Pittsburgh.
So the
I
question
trade Pickett in the first.
So we do have to talk about this even before we even get off the show. Is the hits? You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of the NFL, players. I saw one. It was a San Francisco play. I think it was Johnson. They got a bigger wide receiver. I can't think it was Jawan Johnson, whatever his name is. Whatever he came across the middle, and when he caught it, he kept running, and the player hit him, but he was hitting him just to not to get a penalty. You know what I'm saying? And he ran through that and got another 20 some odd yards. So now what you're really seeing a lot of players do is they're grabbing and they're whipping. We didn't see a lot of this all the time. You see some whip tackles, but not like it is right now. They're grabbing and they're whipping around. We saw it with Olave. They saw it with that. He whipped him around. He fell on his head. Just so happened. Saw it with Tua. So you're gonna see that those kind of tackles now. What do y'all think about some of these rules? Something's gonna have to change, just like Fox you were saying. Something's gonna have to change with these rules.
I absolutely agree. I think that post this game of Monday Night Football, like me and Big E were talking before the show, that call on Chris Jones was just preposterous. It was completely preposterous. And with the Grady Jarrett play against the with the Grady Jarrett play against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, like this protection of the quarterback is going a little bit too far. Now I understand why they want to protect like defenseless wide receivers and stuff like that. Yes, and I even get the whole rule of like the Brady rule where you can't hit below a quarterback's knee. You're like they're sitting there in the pocket, they're sitting ducks at that point. But if you're protecting them to this extent, like the man clearly caused a fumble, stripped it, but because his body fell on the quarterback, they called a roughing the passer on third down, which gave you guys a first and led to more points. Absolute dog shit.
No, I wasn't talking about that play in particular. I was talking about the other plays. Now that one was a pretty good play. Now I just
this guy.
I was speaking with you.
Hey, we got a Dolphins fan in the building. We smell some tuna. Protect QBs. Bad football without them. Hey, that's speaking from a guy who didn't have Tua this week.
Yeah, no doubt. Waddle. It says a Waddle owner.
Yeah. I just traded for Waddle.
You did, and I got Waddle in a few of my leagues. I hate the fact that, like I say, I understand not lunging at the quarterback's knees once you're down, but if they're about to throw a winning touchdown pass and you're right there and your face is right there, you should be able to grab their legs and pull them down. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they're like, if you just pancake down, you just cannot. You just got to stare at their feet. I mean, it's just. I mean, what are we trying to do? We trying to win, or we trying to just, watch ourselves lose?
Now, I understand where Kevin is coming from, and the NFL is taking that same perspective. They understand that good quarterbacks are good business. Play like quarterbacks fill the stands. Defensive ends don't. But at the same time, like if there's going to be written rules out there to assess what a player needs to do in order to do his job effectively. You can't like it's you have to look at each situation carefully. And I feel like these situations where they want to call, like if you're going to call roughing the passer in that situation, this needs to be a reviewable play, at least by like if you don't believe that it's like at least in the Chris Jones play, like that should have been reviewable. Like in the Grady Jarrett play against Tampa Bay, that play should have been reviewable. Because I feel like at that point, you're risking potentially people losing the game or changing the entire momentum of games because you want to protect the quarterback from a minor hit.
True. I think that it shouldn't have been a flag on both situations, and I agree that it shouldn't have been a flag on Tua. Tua got a light flag right before that play that he got knocked out. And then the dude whipped him around. Like that's what we was talking about with those whip tackles now. So that's what they're trying to do. Instead of nail them, they're grabbing them and slinging them around. And just so happened he hit his head. Now, Tua didn't hit his head like Olave. He didn't. But he got knocked out, true indeed. And I'm praying for him, though I am. But, I mean, sometimes in football, Tua's known to be hurt. Tua been a blue tent boy.
Yeah, he has.
In college, he was a blue tent boy.
Hey.
And it's just for real.
With coming with the smoke. I guess on the
Oh.
woo.
Hey, you took the word out of my mouth, or the words right out of my mouth. Because remember, Cam Newton run on the sideline. Remember, Cam couldn't get up. I remember Cam would run out of bounds. They would nail him, and just because Cam ran all the time, he never got a call. You still see it with the brothers.
Lamar
So,
Jackson took a pretty big hit like yesterday too, and they didn't call it.
So, hey, preach to the choir, brother.
Hey, he went off.
Depending on what happened to Harris, possibly. Josh Jacobs is going off, fantasy football guy.
Hey, you already know, man. Hey, we got to give him a little hope. You know what I'm saying?
Get him.
Get a little hope.
Are they going to call pass interference on that one?
Huh? Yeah, they are. And that was a good call. That was a good call. I don't know why you keep talking about that call.
Like literally, that's all they're going to talk about tomorrow on every news outlet. I guarantee, and it's going to be such a bad look for the NFL that the rule changes are going to happen in the next couple of weeks. I promise.
And look, and while we was talking about race, while we're going to talk about a little bit of it, then why is the brothers? Why the brothers? I'm gonna say a little something. If they get mad at me, they can. I said, why do the brother refs, this brothers, they always getting kicked off the? You know what I'm saying? They make a bad call. They can't ref the Super Bowl, or they'll kick them off of this game and that game. I've seen that, but not the other way around. So I mean, it goes a whole lot of different ways. Hey, people can get mad at me. I'm telling the truth. Look it up.
I got to disagree with that. I don't think it's necessarily a race thing when it comes to the referees.
They look harsh to the brothers.
No, but what I have noticed though is that they prioritize referees that are very quarterback friendly. You know, the ones that call ticky tack for someone barely tapping the helmet of Tom Brady. Someone, who, the Pat Mahomes gets a slight big hit or gets pushed down, the one who will throw the flag and protect the quarterback. Who protects the NFL's interests. That's what they're interested in. And those are the ones who get the playoff games.
Yeah, they're one of the good ones.
Well,
they're the good boys.
Well, we appreciate y'all joining us. That concludes another episode of Fantasy Football Safe Space. These two gentlemen got a game to get back to. Y'all don't have no bad starts or bad matchups. So get back with us next week, man. Fantasy Football Safe Space, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Fantasy Football Network, the Melon app. Hit the like button. We got Big Guy. We got Brother Fox. Who's going to win tonight? What's the final score prediction?
Go Raiders. Hey, what's the final score going to be, Fox? I'm going to say the reverse of him.
I would say 34-23, Kansas City.
Okay. Ooh. And that's why I say exact opposite, Oakland. But now I said I will give us a little bit more. Hey, we're gonna see. Like I said, Kansas City went up. We're gonna come back. So we'll see. We'll see what goes on. You know what I'm saying? But as much love.
Hey, but as always, y'all can hit that like button, subscribe if you already haven't. We would truly, truly appreciate it. It goes a long way for the algorithm. Thank you guys so much for joining us during a hell of a Monday Night Football game at this point now.
No doubt.
If you guys gave up your time and joined us here, hey, mad love, mad appreciation. Anytime y'all have questions, please come through. We're more than happy to answer your starts and sits. The people who killed you, whatever's clever, man, come through.
No doubt. We're just talking junk, just showing love, just talking junk.
Yes, sir.
Hey, shout out to Bear Clothing. We'll see y'all next. You'll see y'all next week. Peace.
No doubt. Let me get some
Chiefs.
merch. Let me get some merch.